What if I told you your next trip could feel like a high roller getaway without you blowing your budget on the first night or needing some kind of insider hookup? Stay here because that's exactly what this guide is going to do for you. Over the next 30 minutes, the video breaks down where to stay, how to win at Vegas food instead of gambling, which shows are worth the splurge, and how to tap into the desert adventures just outside the city that most visitors never bother to see. And if you stick around to the end of the full video, you'll have a complete game plan, including a simple strategy that can easily save you over $100 on your first night in town. Plus, one secret sunset spot most tourists never find, even after multiple trips. Quick favor, if you want more travel guides like this that save you time and money, hit like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's planning a Vegas trip. The focus is simple: less confusion, more fun. Expect clear tips on arrival, hotel hacks, ways to dodge surprise resort fees, smarter ways to get around, and a list of free views, photo spots, and late-night eats that stretch every dollar while still feeling like a treat. Before digging into where to stay and what to book, it helps to get oriented. When most people say Vegas, they mean the Strip, that famous stretch of Las Vegas Boulevard lined with massive themed resorts, the Bellagio fountains, a replica Eiffel Tower, glowing marquees, and more LED screens than any one person can process in a single walk. The Strip is loud and over the top, engineered to pull attention in every direction. Casino floors spill toward the sidewalks, giant billboards tower overhead, and music drifts from open doors at almost all hours. Even a slow stroll can feel like walking through a live movie set. A classic visit hits the Strip hard and still delivers a great time. Casinos, headline shows, pool parties, rooftop bars, and wandering through lobbies that feel like themed worlds. But the most rewarding trips mix that high-energy Strip experience with a taste of local Las Vegas and a glimpse of the surrounding desert. Just beyond that glittering spine, a different Las Vegas spreads outward. Residential neighborhoods, local plazas, smaller casinos, and strip malls hide taco spots, Thai restaurants, and late-night diners. Out toward the edges, the view opens up, and distant mountains frame the horizon, a reminder that this city is a neon patch perched in open Nevada desert. The something that its choice. To make that blend work smoothly, the journey begins even before the first slot machine comes into view. Most travelers arrive at Harry Reid International Airport, code LAS, a drive from the Strip. The airport is built around tourism, with clear signs, rideshare pickup zones, and a layout that is busy but usually straightforward, even for first-time visitors. From there, taxis offer a simple jump straight to major resorts, while rideshares like Uber and Lyft balance price and convenience, especially for couples or small groups with luggage. Themed resorts rising in every direction, music drifting from open doors, and crowds flowing along sidewalks at nearly all hours. Even walking between hotels becomes its own attraction, with indoor canals, pyramids, and that mini version of Paris glowing in the desert night. That energy comes with trade-offs. Strip rooms often look cheaper in search results than they actually are once resort fees, parking, and taxes stack up. On the South Strip, closer to the airport and major arenas, big-name resorts cluster together with strong pool scenes and easy access to concerts and games. In the Center Strip, location is the star. Prices tend to be higher because so many shows, restaurants, and attractions are within walking distance. Downtown Las Vegas, centered around Fremont Street, offers a different personality. Vintage signs, a massive LED canopy overhead, and a more compact casino district create a throwback vibe with a bit of grit. Casinos feel smaller and more laid back, and hotel prices here often undercut many Strip properties, especially on weeknights. Off-Strip and neighborhood hotels add another layer of choice. These stays usually trade iconic views for quieter rooms, easier parking, and closer access to local restaurants and grocery stores. For travelers who plan to explore by car or who prefer a calmer base after late nights, that trade can be well worth it. A short rideshare ride pulls the Strip or downtown back into reach whenever needed. One simple way to pick a hotel is to choose 3 priorities: price, pool, and location. If price leads the list, expand the search to downtown and off-Strip properties. If the dream is pool days with a party vibe or a resort-style setting, focus on major Strip properties with strong pool scenes. When location matters most, a central Strip hotel cuts down on travel time and makes it easier to walk between major sites. Reading the fine print pays off. Resort fees can add a surprising amount per night, and parking charges vary widely. Not all deals stay deals once those extras are added. Checking recent reviews helps reveal whether rooms feel modern or dated, how noisy the nightlife side of the building can get, and whether elevators and check-in lines move efficiently during busy times. A perfect hotel is not required to have a great Vegas trip. It's possible to stay in a more budget-friendly property and spend most of the time exploring other resorts, snapping photos in their lobbies, checking out their restaurants, and watching their free attractions. The room becomes a comfortable base camp rather than the main event. Vegas doesn't have to mean staying at an all-night party resort either. Many visitors, couples, small groups of friends, solo travelers, and parents on kid-free getaways care more about good sleep, strong air conditioning, and solid water pressure than about DJ lineups. Clean, comfortable, and convenient often beats flashy when the plan includes long days and later nights. Room details matter. Older properties sometimes offer larger, basic rooms that feel a bit dated, but give more space to spread out. Newer or recently renovated rooms tend to include upgraded finishes, better lighting, and modern tech, though that may mean paying more for similar square footage. Travelers who are mostly in the room to shower and sleep can prioritize location and cleanliness over design. Noise is another factor in a city that likes to stay loud. Higher floors and rooms away from clubs, busy pool decks, or main roads can cut down on late-night thumps and early morning traffic. Special requests are never guaranteed, but adding a note for a quiet room if available can sometimes help. Earplugs or a white noise app turn out to be some of the cheapest, most effective packing list items in town. In the end, the hotel choice shapes the rhythm of the trip. A Strip base puts shows, restaurants, and famous attractions right outside, making it easy to fill every evening with something big. A downtown base offers quick walks between casinos, quirky bars, and local coffee spots. An off-Strip stay leans into calmer nights and slower mornings. There's no single right answer, just the version of Las Vegas that fits this particular visit.
With the hotel chosen, the next layer of planning is movement. On maps, Las Vegas looks compact, but on the ground, casinos stretch for city blocks, and sidewalks twist up to bridges and escalators. Distances that seem short on a screen take longer when crowds are thick and temperatures climb. Walking is still one of the best ways to feel the city, especially after dark, when neon spills across glass and polished stone. Comfortable shoes matter more here than almost anywhere else. Even just exploring 1 or 2 resorts can quietly turn into several miles. Rideshares and taxis fill in the gaps. Designated pickup zones hide in garages or at side entrances, so a few extra minutes belong in every plan. When costs matter, grouping activities by area cuts down on back-and-forth rides up and down the Strip. A monorail line behind many Eastside resorts can help leapfrog traffic. It works best when the hotel sits near a station. Otherwise, the walk cancels out the benefit. For desert-side trips to places like Red Rock Canyon or Hoover Dam, a 1 or 2 day rental car can be worth it, as long as parking fees and return times are checked in advance. Timing the visit is just as important as choosing wheels. Summers in Las Vegas are intense, with daytime highs regularly jumping into triple digits and heat wrapping around pavement and concrete. Midday walks turn into short, carefully managed outings instead of long, carefree strolls. Even then, the city still works. Days can be shaped around early morning exploring, long pool breaks, or indoor time in the middle, and late nights outside once the sun drops. Water, sunscreen, and a light hat often matter more than elaborate outfits under that kind of sun. Spring and fall soften the edges. Warm, dry air makes it easier to wander for hours without feeling drained, and patios become appealing for brunch, late coffee, or people watching. Winters stay milder than much of the United States, yet night air can feel surprisingly cold after time in heated casinos, so a light or medium jacket earns its space in the suitcase. Layers solve the constant temperature swings. A single day might include a warm sidewalk, aggressive casino air conditioning, a breezy overlook, and a packed concert hall. A hoodie, denim jacket, or wrap that fits into a small day bag keeps the body comfortable through all of it. Budget planning ties the rest together. Las Vegas is famous for draining wallets, but a simple structure keeps everything under control without sacrificing fun. Breaking expenses into 3 rough categories helps: movement, food, and fun money for shows, attractions, and any gambling. Transportation gets a daily allowance for ride shares, possible monorail rides, and maybe that rental car day. Food receives its own bracket that combines quick breakfasts, casual lunches, and a few standout dinners. Remaining pool covers tickets, tours, bar tabs, and gaming.in. Once those rough numbers are in place, every decision on the ground becomes easier. Choosing between another expensive cocktail or saving that money for an experience later in the trip no longer feels like guesswork. The numbers are already there. The traveler simply decides which memories are worth filling them. The goal is not rigid tracking, but avoiding the sinking feeling of waking up on day 2, wondering where the money went. A little attention before arrival opens the door to a looser, more relaxed mindset once the skyline appears outside the airplane window. With movement, timing, and a basic budget dialed in, the foundation is set. The city's non-stop options feel less overwhelming when transportation, weather, and spending all have flexible guardrails. Next comes one of the most enjoyable parts of planning any Las Vegas escape: deciding what to eat and which kinds of entertainment will shape the nights. Simple habits really stretch the budget. Sharing rides with friends, walking farther, and skipping a couple of forgettable drinks. Those quiet choices leave more room in the budget for a special splurge meal, a big, unforgettable show, or a last-minute dessert adventure detour. Food and entertainment shape many Las Vegas memories, and the city rewards travelers who plan both with a mix of intention and flexibility. The old stereotype of nothing but cheap buffets is outdated. The city now ranks among the more varied food destinations in the country. A simple layered approach keeps things easy. Light, fast breakfasts set the tone for long walks and late nights. Coffee and something small on the go, or a hearty brunch on days when sleeping in after a big night is non-negotiable. Lunch is prime time for value. Many spots serve food close to dinner quality at lower midday prices. Food courts and food halls let groups order from different counters and still eat together, which solves a lot of "what should we eat" debates. Dinner is where Las Vegas loves to show off. Celebrity chef rooms, tasting menus, steakhouses, sushi counters, and modern fusion kitchens compete for attention. These meals become natural anchors for anniversaries, birthdays, friend reunions, or that first big getaway with a partner. Off-strip neighborhoods quietly host some of the strongest food in town. Small plazas hide Thai kitchens, cozy Italian dining rooms, modern American menus, and family-run spots that care more about flavor than spectacle. A short rideshare away from the neon often means relaxed service, lower prices, and dishes that linger in memory. Balancing splurges and savings keeps the food budget steady. 1 or 2 standout dinners can carry the wow factor, while simpler breakfasts and casual lunches do the everyday work.
Buffets still make sense when treated as a late breakfast and early lunch in one, especially before long walking days or dessert excursions. Drinks thread through all of this, and easy ordering can quietly inflate costs. Setting a loose daily drink budget before arrival keeps the rest of the plan safer. Good nights do not require overdoing it. Mocktails, a single cocktail, or just soda and water can match the mood of the city. Happy hours become powerful tools. Many lounges and bars offer discounted drinks and small plates in the late afternoon, making them ideal warm-ups before an evening show or a longer night of exploring. Entertainment choices are where the entertainment capital nickname really shows. On any given night, marquees advertise magic acts, comedy specials, musical residencies, acrobatic productions, tribute shows, and smaller, more intimate performances. The easiest way to choose is to imagine the mood of the night. One traveler might crave a visually spectacular acrobatic show. Another wants 2 hours of laughter, while someone else prefers a concert-style residency built around familiar hits. Ticket prices climb quickly, so prioritizing 1 or 2 must-see experiences usually works better than trying to pack every big name into a single weekend. Major headliners and famous productions around holidays or big event dates reward early booking. Other shows leave more room for spontaneity. Same-day discount booths and official apps sometimes surface last-minute deals, though nothing is guaranteed. Visitors who simply want a fun show rather than one specific production can treat those options as bonus opportunities. Not every night needs a ticket. Las Vegas builds free and low-cost entertainment into its streets and building fronts. Fountains choreographed to music, animated walls and ceilings, bursts of fire and light, and a steady flow of street performers. One night might revolve around a ticketed show and a special dinner, while the next stays loose with casual bar hopping, fountain viewing, arcade stops, and people watching from a patio table. Mixing structured plans with open-ended evenings gives the city room to surprise travelers. Together, food and entertainment choices decide the texture of each day. A taco lunch, an off-strip neighborhood dinner, a legendary residency, and a quiet nightcap on a balcony sketch a very different story than an all-you-can-eat buffet, a comedy show, and late-night pancakes. There is no single correct combination, only the set of experiences that matches this particular trip and the travelers taking it. The best plan leaves space for both careful choices and small, happy accidents. With food and entertainment options mapped out, attention shifts to what a full day in Las Vegas can actually look and feel like. Planning this rhythm in advance helps each day feel intentional instead of accidental. A late start is normal here. After a long night, mornings often begin with blackout curtains still pulled and a hazy sense of what time it is. Hydration, a shower, and a simple breakfast become the best opening moves, whether that's coffee and a pastry or a relaxed brunch reservation every few days. Late morning is perfect for light exploring on or near the home base. This might mean wandering through a neighboring resort, scouting the pool area, or checking out an indoor attraction before the midday heat peaks. Quiet corridors and calmer casino floors offer a different side of the city than the evening crush. Afternoons split into 2 main paths. One path focuses on recharge time. Back to the room for a nap, some time by the pool, or simply resting feet that have walked far more than expected. Getting ready at an unhurried pace makes big nights out feel more enjoyable. The other path leans into adventure. An afternoon might include a rideshare to a local neighborhood for lunch, a stop at an arts district, or a short drive toward the edge of town to catch a hint of the desert landscape. Even a few hours away from the Strip can reset senses that have been bombarded by lights and sound. As late afternoon approaches, the evening's anchor usually takes shape. If a show is on the schedule, timing works best by starting with that fixed point and building outward. Allow time to move between resorts, navigate through crowds, pass security, and find seats without rushing. On nights without a ticketed event, the plan can stay flexible. Choosing a direction and strolling slowly along the strip opens space for small discoveries. A lounge with live music, an unexpectedly quiet bar, a game that becomes an ongoing inside joke, or a random street performance that ends up as the day's highlight. Gambling fits into this picture only as entertainment, not as a financial strategy. Before sitting at a slot machine or table, it helps to decide on a firm number that is genuinely safe to lose, and to treat that number like the cost of going to a movie or concert. When it's gone, the gambling portion of the night is done. Wins change nothing about that limit, they simply become a bonus. Those extra chips or credits can be used to play longer with the same original budget, or turned into real-world value by walking away and redirecting them toward a meal, show, or day trip. Chasing losses, especially late at night, rarely leads anywhere good. For many visitors, casino games never play a role at all, and that is completely normal. Las Vegas offers more than enough without a single spin of the reels. Strolling under neon canopies, listening to live music, hopping between themed bars, sampling late-night food, or simply watching the constant motion from a quiet corner table. Late night can mean different things for different travelers. For some, it is pool parties, crowded dance floors, and seeing the first hint of sunrise on the way back to the room. For others, it looks like a last drink at a calm lounge, a walk under the Fremont street lights, or comfort food at a 24-hour diner before calling it a night. Pacing matters. Burning through energy and budget on the very first night can leave the rest of the trip feeling sluggish and strained. Building in at least one earlier night or a quieter evening focused on walking and free attractions protects both the body and the wallet. Above all, not every day needs to be packed from morning to night. Some of the best moments happen in the gaps, sitting on a bench watching fountains, getting lost in a themed shopping arcade, or wandering through a resort with no real plan, just letting the city unfold, scene by scene. Just beyond the neon, Las Vegas sits on the edge of open desert, and some of the strongest trip memories begin once the skyline fades in the rearview mirror. A drive toward Red Rock Canyon swaps casino signs for cliffs, desert plants, and long ribbons of road under a huge sky. The scenic loop works as a mostly from the car experience with short photo stops, or as a deeper visit with longer hikes for those who are prepared. Hoover Dam offers a different kind of scale. The concrete wall, blue stretch of Lake Mead, and drop to the Colorado River show how much engineering it takes to support this part of the Southwest. Day tours often combine dam viewpoints with nearby overlooks, making it easy to step outside the casino bubble without worrying about logistics. With more time, day trips to Valley of Fire State Park or even the Grand Canyon become options, rewarding earlier starts with wide views, strange rock shapes, and quiet air. For landscape lovers, building at least one desert day into the itinerary balances the whole trip. The earlier promise of a secret sunset spot leads back toward the Red Rock area. Near Calico Basin, smaller pullouts and trailheads sit just far enough from the main crowds to feel calmer. As the sun drops, rock faces shift from gold to deep red, while far in the distance, the strip begins to sparkle. Standing there between the two worlds, quiet desert in front, neon city behind, highlights what makes this destination unique. Few visitors ever see it this way. Back in town, one simple move can easily save over $100 on the first night alone. Treat that first evening as a low-spend, high-wow introduction, built around free or low-cost highlights instead of letting excitement trigger a spending spree. A typical unplanned arrival might involve an expensive taxi or premium transfer, a full-price strip dinner, multiple cocktails at a bar with a view, impulsive gambling, and late-night snacks. For a couple or small group, that pattern can quietly burn through a couple $100s before the first sunrise. Reframing the night changes the outcome. Start with a rideshare instead of a premium car. Pick a casual dinner or food hall meal, and limit paid drinks to a single happy hour round. From there, focus on no-ticket highlights, fountain shows, free displays, giant LED ceilings, wandering through themed resorts, and a small, fixed gambling budget that is genuinely safe to lose. For many visitors, that single adjustment keeps $100 or more in the bank compared with what might have vanished during a high-spend first night. Waking up on day 2 with budget and energy still intact makes the rest of the trip feel more open and intentional. From that point on, splurges become conscious choices instead of habits. Saved money can move into upgraded show seats, a standout
dinner, or a dessert tour that shifts the mood of the visit. The important change is control. The city starts to feel like a playground to explore, rather than a machine quietly eating cash. Stepping back, the full plan turns Las Vegas into a blend of structure and freedom. A stay matched to budget and vibe, movement and weather understood, meals balanced between big moments and simple fuel, entertainment mixed with free sights, and at least one view of open desert away from the noise. With those pieces in place, the pressure to do everything eases, and it becomes easier to notice favorite views, feel cool air on warm pavement at night, and enjoy quiet mornings while much of the city recovers from the previous evening. If this guide helped build a clearer, more realistic vision of a Las Vegas trip, or just spark daydreams about future desert lights, hit like, subscribe for more travel deep dives, and share this video with someone you'd love to explore Vegas with. Drop questions or your own tips in the comments, and keep this game plan handy for the next time the Strip starts calling.